Welcome to Fender Podcast. This is episode 44. I'm your host, Tim. To my right is Ferris.
Die.
His right is Logan.
Monkey.
Okay. Alright. Are you all echoing at all? Any
I
chance?
don't think
I
so.
don't think so.
Okay, cool. Alright, and I turned the fan off, so it shouldn't be annoying. So we have a few topics today. Invincible. We'll start off with Invincible, and then we'll go to, we're going to be talking about leveling superpowered characters, both in comics and in anime. We do comics separately.
Titling a video Invincible, superhero tier list will get you views.
Yes.
True.
Alright. So, Logan just finished Invincible. We all finished Invincible. Spoilers ahead, if you're watching. Alright. What do you think?
Where's season 2, Amazon? We were supposed
Season
to
2 and
release
3
an
already
hour
got
ago.
announced.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
I want it now.
He's making joke.
It's hard. I can't tell with Logan.
No, of course I saw it. I saw that and I was like, victory.
Yeah, I'm fucking excited. I think they'll fast track it, unlike Netflix.
Hopefully.
Netflix takes years, whereas I feel like they'll be done. I feel like next year we'll have Invincible season 2. So. Also,
I mean,
apparently that old
that's always a
dude
good
they
thing.
showed on the planet of what's it called?
Filtrum.
Belgium, yeah. The balding dude. He's apparently a real fucking asshole bastard villain. So I got an important
An
character.
ass blaster villain?
Yes,
Pretty
those are the
much.
best kind.
But yeah, I thought like the animation, like aside from a few fights, the overall animation needs to be stepped up. But the fights were fucking fantastic.
You can
Yeah.
tell where their budget went.
Yeah.
I found it a bit weird whenever like a CGI thing would come up. Like I was watching the final fight, or like the fight with Omniman and Invincible, and
Some
I
of the
saw
CGI was
like,
a
a bunch
little-
of CGI civilians. Or civilians, yes.
I mean, yeah. Well,
CGI is always weird. So like, I don't know why it's always included. Almost every movie, TV show, animation, they
I
have
feel like,
a
yeah.
few CGI scenes. I'm not sure why.
I feel like a lot of
This
animes
is weird.
have.
I think it saves budget.
Oh, shit.
You're
I feel
gonna
like-
echo when you're here, Tim.
I feel like a lot of anime has, for some reason, has too many random CGI characters, like background characters. Not like, obviously not main, but I don't know. I guess it just saves money, so whatever.
I think that's what it is. It's just an easy fucking plug it into the Blender program and
Yeah.
make the same models to the same animation.
True. It was just a little off-putting because I never really noticed it before, and then I
It's
noticed
'cause it wasn't
and then
there
I was
before.
like, whoa.
Yeah, they only had it in that episode as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like just like random ass shit. Like usually just like random. Like I don't care because it's like people you'll never know the name of or see again. So
Yeah. They were just background characters. Just
and
to
if
show
if that gives them
Omni-Man's
more
fucking
budget for
power.
fighting and just overall style, I'm fine with it.
I am too.
The flying looked off to me. That's my biggest complaint with the show. That's probably actually one of my only complaints. Like when it just felt like PNG on a moving background. Also, my nose is a little clogged, so my voice might get weird every once in a while.
Hmm.
Headache should be going away pretty soon, so I'm over that.
I don't know. I don't really have any complaints. I thought it was a really solid show.
The cast is phenomenal.
The cast was great. It introduced such a wide array of characters in
Yeah.
such a short amount of time, and it was perfectly paced. Like I thought it was really well done.
Yeah, and it's like even the knockoff Justice League was still good. Like their characters were great
Yeah.
as fuck. Moto.
Yeah, they were cool.
The New God mixed with Vandal Savage.
Yeah, that was cool.
I like the Mala twins too.
Yeah, they were funny. I liked them a lot.
Yeah.
So I understand now why you say Zachary Quinto just plays freak characters. Because,
Yeah.
oh my god. Robot was
Yeah.
weird. I liked him, but he was weird.
I mean, I thought he was gonna do was kill Rudy, or not Rudy, kill Rex, which I'm glad he didn't. He's
Yeah.
good. He's still a good person, so I thought it was like he's gonna kill this motherfucker and take his place. But he didn't, so that was cool. Cause he's working with Mala twins, so I was like, is he a villain?
Yeah, there's something up. I honestly thought he was gonna betray everyone, but
I didn't think that. I
I
just thought he
like
was
what
just
they
gonna try to replace him. I have a few questions. I want to see Black Samus's powers, and I want to see if Rudy has Rex's powers.
That would be interesting. Yeah, I want to see that.
Because he has his body, right? And I'm assuming he's
He
just
does
a
have his
meta,
body.
so...
Yeah, he didn't seem to like have a power suit because he was making fun of Black Samson the whole time.
Yeah. I mean, obviously he doesn't. You saw him use his, like, how he uses shit, so...
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, like when I first saw him, I didn't think he had any powers. I thought it was all like a suit.
Really?
And then I realized no. Like I saw his fist like glow, and I
I
was
feel
like,
like they would make his gauntlets a bit too big for that if they wanted to give
Yeah.
him, like, the suits the power.
But also, I was like 3 a.m. when I first started watching when I first saw him, and I was like, oh, okay.
Understandable.
So tired brain was like he has no powers.
The fucking episode 7 fight, though. I fucking,
Oh my god, yeah.
Against Moto. Ridiculous.
That shit was wild. When you fucking cut him in half, holy shit.
Yeah.
Dude, Omni-Man is crazy. He is
He's wild, yeah.
insane.
I like that
his power level.
it's pretty high.
It just
It's not
feels
like Superman high.
it
but
feels
it's-
unmatched. Like I've never seen like
What?
the closest, obviously Superman. It just felt unmatched to me. Like in
In that
animation.
universe, yeah, but
Definitely in that universe. But I mean, also
not
just, like,
in. If
in
you rank
animation in
if you rank other
general.
comics though, then no. Like there's so
Oh
many
yeah, no,
characters
the
in Star
Superman.
Wars.
Superman always. Yeah, Superman's always gonna be stronger than him.
I mean, not even just Superman. There's a lot of because he doesn't have all of Superman's powers. He also doesn't have his
Yeah.
weaknesses, but still he can still get. He can still bleed. Like he can still like.
Yeah,
The only
you
weakness
can
he has
just
is like
throw enough
Superman, where
at
it's
him.
like you need a high powered person, like a Superman's like against Doomsday or some shit like that.
Yeah.
There's no X-ray vision, there's no super hearing, there's no frost breath. Assuming
laser vision.
he has some form of super speed because he can fly so fast. I've never seen.
Yeah, he definitely has super speed. I noticed that a bit.
He's very fast, but it's like
he doesn't have.
a lot of it is tied to his flying though. I haven't seen him like run.
Yeah,
But,
he doesn't have heat vision though, right? I'm pretty sure I never saw
no,
him.
he doesn't. He only has.
Yeah.
He has strength and flight. And then the aging thing where it's like, you as you get older you age slower, which is like, he's gonna live millions of years
Yeah,
unless he dies.
at least, or maybe,
Which,
maybe not.
We all know he dies in the comics. You can't be that fucking powerful and that evil and live. Like, this doesn't work.
Yeah, that's true.
So you're like Darkseid.
I didn't know he died, but that makes sense.
I mean, the comics series goes on a long time. It's not like he can't be
Yeah.
redeemed, and he's not enough of a villain to be like the major villain throughout the entire
Yeah.
franchise. I mean, he's enough of a villain, but it's like it's not the.
Yeah, there would be. I think there are going to be far more interesting villains.
There's gonna be a lot of Viltrumites for what I can tell.
makes
The old balding guy from the planet, like.
Yeah,
I saw a panel of him talking about how like it's going fucking crazy, which I think he'll be a season 3 villain. Is what I saw on Twitter. It looks like the Viltrumites aren't going to be like directly on our ass immediately. At least he won't. So I don't know how that's going to go.
that should be good then.
I think season 2 is going to be about building the team to help
Definitely.
against.
I just want to see more Seth Rogen. I thought Alan the Alien was pretty funny.
I didn't think he would have any more, but then it was like, then I saw his people got fucking raped by Omni-Man, so I feel like we'll get more Seth Rogen. Fucking hell, my headache. I had a clogged nose, a headache, and a neck ache. I'm dying.
Imagine you're fucking dying, bro.
It all happened at the same time. Well, my nose has been slightly clogged, but I haven't been talking a ton, so I'm like laughing.
Yeah.
But then the fucking headache and neck ache at the same time, so it's annoying.
I woke up with a sore throat because of how much we were fucking laughing last night.
Really? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, it was bad.
I
think I threw out my voice for a bit.
I was looking at that video, so should be up tomorrow.
But
Yeah, it'll be up before you're awake, cause I have it autoed. I have all my videos. When I do post them now, I schedule them for like 11 a.m. this time, so it's like it's much later EST. It's still early in California, but it's decent time here. So.
it's 10. And I've been waking
Okay,
up
so
at
compared to
time.
most people in Corona, like it's still pretty early. Most people aren't awake at that point.
Yeah. Corona-chan has really screwed us.
I don't care. Corona just doesn't really bother me. Like, I've had family members die of it, but I wasn't close to them, so I just don't really care. As long as I don't get it, I'm fine. I already started vaccinated, so that's literally just it. So
Yeah.
still, obviously, be careful about the shit. Wear your mask. Don't be a retard. But it's just slowly gonna fucking go away, and I need to get a vaccine. More people should be getting vaccinated in general, because it's gonna help it go faster. Which hopefully it doesn't mutate and surpass the vaccine like it's been happening.
Yeah.
Professor, color?
No, I'm just chilling. You guys were having a good conversation, so I was chilling.
I assumed you were distracted color.
No, no one asked me anything, and so you guys were talking. I was just chilling.
I mean, that's the whole point of the podcast, is just like talking, and anyone can jump in whenever the fuck.
But I hate doing that.
What?
I also don't like
That's how I was raised, is to fucking jump in whenever.
See, I was raised with only two people.
Like this, see, like, because I can barely hear myself think because like my headphones are sound canceling, so when I start talking, I can only hear my own voice in my head. That's it. So when everyone else is talking, I can't talk. I have to wait.
I get it.
I can't say I get it, because I've used sound canceling before for a long time. Obviously not right now, because these are pieces of shit, but yeah.
It's okay.
I mean, I understand where you're coming from. I understand where you're coming from.
In your head.
I understand where he's coming from. When I've had sound canceling, it's not really experienced that. But granted, that's all I ever do, is been raised to fucking interject whenever there's a fucking chance. Assuming I want to talk. You generally don't. So.
No gang. You're
You
asking me.
said so Ferris.
I was just gonna ask for your opinions on everything.
I've got a lot of those.
I would like to.
That's why I thought you were drawing. So you had so many opinions.
Yeah, because you guys had a good. I don't want to completely derail what you guys were saying.
I mean, our conversation was mediocre and very low energy, so you interjecting is going to add life to it and more.
All right, so I think that Invincible is the perfect animated superhero show. You guys are giving it like, it's pretty good. I think it's perfect. I have literally zero issues, not even with the CGI or animation in any of the episodes.
I've never heard.
I think they spent their budget perfectly. In episode 1, I thought the build-up with Mark was fucking awesome. I like all of Mark's friends, and I think the superhero, the school aspect, is really realistic in this show. Every other fucking superhero, like, entertainment service, I always hate the fucking school and superhero life. They never do it well or properly. Like, it's just like, I wouldn't do that if I was in the school. Like, and, I mean, I saw many things coming. Like, the second Omniman was on screen, it's like, okay, so he's the bad guy. He's just bad. He's a little bit off, a little bit strange, always. Everything he does is just a bit.
And he gave a dirty look to the league in the first time they met.
Yeah, in the first fight, he's like, I had him. He fucking looked at them all fucking.
Yeah.
I really liked the fake league. They were in one episode, and they had great character development, as much as you can put in one episode.
Yeah.
Every extended scene with the league when they were getting called to the mountain was awesome. Especially Red Rush. He's my favorite leaguer.
Which one?
He's the Flash. Omni-Man
Red Rush.
arriving to the mountain was awesome.
They
did not make the league bitches, but they made Omni-Man clearly powerful. It was exactly the correct fight. All the leaguers who would be taken out quickly were. The only exception being Red Rush, because Omni-Man had to prioritize him because he was the only one he could not reliably hit. Because Red Rush had saved a few of his colleagues a few times already, so Omni-Man was like, I have to kill Red Rush quickly. Because if he doesn't, Red Rush will continue to save his friends while they beat the fuck out of Omni-Man. Because not even in the last episode, Omni-Man only got really beaten down by the League. They put him in a coma for 7 days.
Yeah, they really fucked him up.
They broke all his bones, put him in a coma for 7 fucking days. Like, as soon as Wonder Woman and Immortal started beating on his ass, like, he was, 2 seconds from dying. The only reason he survived that fight is because he ripped out Martian Manhunter's brain. Like,
that's the only reason.
He just managed to reach it, rip it out, and then was able to kill them.
It's a really shitty weakness, too. Like,
but I do like that they have, actual weaknesses.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I like that episode a fucking lot. I barely
such a
remember the
good
second episode because that was, I think, the episode 2 and 3 are the weakest episodes in my opinion.
Those were like you're meeting
That's when
team,
you're introducing
aliens,
the team.
etc.
I really liked Robot. Robot's my favorite character in the show.
Yeah.
So I really dislike Rex. Rex Splode. He's an asshole for no reason all the damn time. He's one of those characters that's unrealistically an asshole constantly. Like there's
at
not
the
a
end,
single
they did
person in the
fix
world
that.
who is like that. Yes, I'm not saying he's like the worst by the end of the show, but no matter what, he's still my least favorite character.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
For me, it's like
So
the
as far as the
shrinking
teen
chick
team
probably
goes,
just
I
doesn't
think
do much.
Duplicate should have gotten more screen time.
Yes.
She has. She
powers are
definitely
really
has
cool.
one of the more interesting.
Exactly,
Power sets.
and it's not like your average Duplicate. She's not fucking
Yeah.
Shadow Clone Jutsu. Fucking 6,000 clones appear. It's more
It's just
like
to make them
focused.
from her. Yeah.
And every
It's just
Kate
save her
is
life
an
so
actual
many
living
times.
person.
Yeah.
So, which is kind of fucked up because all those Kates are dying to save
Oh,
the one because they think as long as one Kate survives, we all live. Is basically how it works.
Yeah. It's kind of like the Mullah twins. It's like the same
Yeah.
concept, except she can just immediately form them instead of like
Form
having
them.
to fucking run the
Eve
jewels
is
and build your
such
fucking
a good
brother.
character as well. Adam and
I
Eve
love-
is
yeah.
an
Yeah. I love
excellent
Adam
fucking
and Eve.
character, down to her titties to her actual personality. She is fucking excellent.
Also,
Everything
Logan, she's
about
good
her
in
is good.
Jacobs.
I know it's Britta.
Yep.
I knew the moment she talked, I'm like, bagel.
I liked Adam and Eve's character development, and there was no stupid love
did
triangle
too.
bullshit. It just worked. Like they cut that
Like
shit
you
out.
know, she's
immediately.
into Mark, but she.
Well,
is
you know, she
letting
was
his
into Mark,
happiness-
and now she's just like they're friends because she was like, I'm not gonna,
Yeah.
you know, she's like, oh,
Yeah.
you're with her, that's cool. I'm not gonna fuck that up. I'm not gonna be a bitch
Yeah.
for no reason.
She she wanted
Amber's
him to
thing
be
was a
happy.
little annoying at the end. Like you don't just you know he was a hero and you still told him to fuck off, and now
Yeah,
you see him get
that-
beat half the
I
shit.
personally loved that. Every single superhero ever, they reveal their superhero identity and they
Well, no.
get forgiven. That makes no fucking
No,
sense.
I like that
you
she
should
did
not
that.
forgive them because just because now you know they're a superhero, every single relationship-based problem that you had is still going to be there.
Yeah.
So if you
Yeah.
could suddenly miraculously deal with all those problems, that would make no sense because you weren't pissed that they were a superhero. You were pissed that they were never around, always late, never being able to go to certain events or go certain places, or always
trust her.
prioritizing something else. You can't trust that because knowing why doesn't alleviate the issue.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I mean,
But
because the biggest one I can think of is Spider-Man always reveals his identity
Yeah.
to the girl, and then she's like, "Oh my god," that makes no fucking
Yeah.
sense.
But see, my problem wasn't with that part. My problem was with at the end where she was
When
just
she
like,
came back, that makes no
oh,
fucking sense.
it's
Yeah,
just like,
that I didn't
oh,
like.
you got beat
That
half to
was the
death
part I
by,
didn't
I'm
like.
assuming your father. Come here, come get my pussy. Like the fuck.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
But it's
thought it
like,
was
I
kinda
like the
funny
character,
when-
and she's really cool, and she's like, and I love Zazie Beetz
Yeah.
in general. Fucking Domino, fucking Atlanta, you
Yeah.
know all that shit. So it's like I'm like glad they're together, which I don't know how long.
Fucking Vision Girl from Joker.
I don't know how long that's gonna last. I don't know if she's a comic character. I've never heard of her in the comics. But I'm assuming they're clearly deviating at least a little bit from the comics for their
Little
own
bit, yeah.
story. So, you know, maybe he won't end up with Adam Eve, and you know, maybe he'll end up with her. I don't know what the fuck's going on. She knows his shit. Unless she gets killed off by a Viltrumite or something, which
That
would
would
be
be
fucked.
fucked.
Which would be fucked in a lot of character
Yeah.
development and very just like emo Mark for a while, which would just be kind of annoying. I don't like emo phases of characters. Like the first time, it's either hit or miss, and then anything after, it's like fuck. I don't want to hear. This is annoying.
Remember Emo Barry from season 3 of The Flash?
I try to forget
Fucking-
anything about CW Flash. It's just awful.
Never watched it.
It's just
No,
awful.
no,
It's just
no.
bad. Like first
watched the
season,
first season.
first season, fairly
First season was
decent.
fine.
Same with Arrow. Like fairly decent. Like they're about like 30 to 40% of their actual comic character counterpart. And then anything after that, this is like, here's pointless drama. Here's all these characters you don't care about. Here's more drama and extra drama. And oh, this character needs to feel like shit. This character needs to be told they're being a bastard or something else. And it's just like nonsense. And then like the "We Are the Flash" line from Iris. Like, what the fuck is that? He is the Flash. Like, it's stupid. I don't know. I don't like CW.
Tim, did you know that we are the Tim?
Damn, I'm sorry, me, that Logan's part of you.
We are
Okay.
The kid.
I like the fact that he didn't get fucked like Superboy did. Viltrumite
He's
blood
basically
is
100%
pretty
Viltrumite.
much pure.
Yeah, he's a Saiyan. He's just a Saiyan. It makes
Yeah.
no sense that Gohan should be more powerful than Goku or Vegeta, but all the half-breed Saiyans are, and so is the half-breed Viltrumite. It makes no sense that he's
Yeah.
100% Viltrumite, but Gohan's 100% Saiyan, so I'm not
'Cause,
going to
like
question it.
he clearly looks more like his mom than his dad, but he's still more
Yeah.
Viltrumite than human, technically. Like it's weird. Which we're lucky for him, you know. I feel like he'd rather look like his mom than his dad, but
Yeah. Yeah, you're looking in the mirror and you see
also
the fucking
I
face of
love
the guy
J.K.
who
Simmons. The
traumatized
dude's a
me.
fucking god. Like
He's so good.
he's gonna. I love his shit. The fact that he can carve his shit in DC, Marvel, and Image, like his own. Like this is him. If J.K.
Yeah.
Simmons, like if they try to replace him, it's like who the fuck is this? Like Gordon, I could maybe somewhat see in a different setting, but to me, he's Gordon.
Yeah.
And it's like he's fucking Jay Jonah, and then he's fucking Omni Man. Like he's just amazing. Like, his performance
Yeah,
is so
I
well.
agree.
Like, and Omni Man is clearly like throughout the whole show, it wasn't just like immediate cut. It was like he still loves at least his son. He called his wife a fucking toy, so
Pet.
you know, like a pet. So you know, I don't know about that, but he clearly still has feelings for his son somewhat.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't
I
kill
mean,
him, so
if he didn't, he wouldn't. He wouldn't have
yeah, he
flown
didn't kill him
away.
there
He would
on
have
that
fucking
scene.
murdered
So
Mark.
yeah. That line though, like, what's another 17 years?
I was gonna say that just now. That's my favorite
Yeah.
fucking line in the
That
whole
was
is
ass
so
so
fight.
fucking
good.
cold. Like
But
it was
I
hard
always
as
think of like
fuck.
the fucking
Yeah.
animation as well. What's another 17 years? You get that fucking smile. He shrugs. Like, what's another
Yeah,
17 years? This goes back to beating his ass.
Dude, he went sicko mode.
and he's not wrong. Like the older he gets, the slower he ages. So it's like 17 years is nothing. That's like
Yeah.
fucking how many years with Mark's mom was like a speck of his life.
Yeah.
It's
Less than
Literally.
insane.
it would be amazing if he even remembered that in 1,000 years.
Yeah, which I think the only reason he would is well, actually no, because then he would just move on to a different planet. Like the only reason he would remember anything is like if Mark fucking hammered that shit into him. Even then,
Yeah.
he probably wouldn't. You know, he wouldn't care or really pay attention if he won,
Hmm.
because he would just have more kids. Which it's also he's. I understand why he didn't. Why he did what he did and how he did the way he did. But if he had trained like how he trained Mark like in a loving, caring, human thing, because like
Yeah.
he loved and cared about his son. But he's a dumbass for that. Because if he thought, because he knew, I think he knew Mark
But
was
he
never
wasn't
gonna stop.
raised that way. He knew that. In his mind, he was like, if you were a Viltrumite, why the fuck would you not immediately do exactly what the fucking
No,
commanding
yeah, I know,
officer
but I'm
says?
saying like he still thought he expected Mark to just immediately be like, oh, that's the Viltrum way, all right, bet.
Exactly. That's
But
what
he
he's
Yeah.
still
raised.
knew in the back of his mind that like Mark was Mark was gonna freak out. That's why he was being really fucking awkward and like about it when he was with Mark.
Hmm.
I think he wanted to believe that Mark would
Yeah,
help him because that would justify his
wanted it
actions.
because like he wanted his he thought it would justify it, and he didn't want to just have to kill his son.
Uh huh.
But you know, but there's also fucked because it's like when Mark asks like, what if I didn't get my powers? Like that's a really fucking important question. Like if Mark didn't get his powers, like I don't
There'd
think
be no
Omni-Man would
human to
have.
kill.
Yeah, it was with another fucking human,
Yeah.
which also would have been hilarious. Like it's like the one time Viltrumite DNA isn't really powerful and just disgusting. Also, I'm surprised he didn't have like a fleet of children.
Yeah. He only had one.
He had one kid. Like at that point, I feel
Yeah,
like I would.
Omni-Man was clearly deviant from the fucking
Yeah, he
regular
was very
Viltrumite
deviant because I feel like
from the
I
beginning.
feel like a proper Viltrumite would have like at least one kid per country. Like at least,
You don't
depending
even
on.
need that. You only need one kid, but you
I mean, you only
want
need
as
one
many as
kid,
possible.
but it's like if you have a fair amount of
Like he should
children,
just make 1,000,
yeah,
2,000 kids. Find every woman on the planet and
he
fucking
could.
impregnate
Yeah,
them.
he
Like,
literally could. And he doesn't give a fuck. Like, also, I'm really looking forward to see. I want to see the demon come back.
does he?
Fucking Dark
Yeah.
Blood. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Does he
Like,
have a? I don't think he has
he's
a part to
not
play
dead.
anymore.
He's not dead. So I don't know.
No, but it's only his soul lives in his notebook, and I can't see how he'd be useful anymore in the plot.
Yeah.
That's true. But you know, it's
I
also
like that they
It's
changed
Clancy
him
Brown.
from a.
So I feel like
Yeah.
they'll find a reason. Plus, it's like he's a comic character, so it's not like he's meant to be one and done generally. Like I don't know how far they're gonna go with it because it's a TV show.
I mean, the
But
comic book version is a Rorschach carbon copy, and then this one he's a Hellboy.
yeah. But yeah, I love all the characters. I think the show did really well with it.
Omni-Man and Mark are cool, but the side characters make it for me. My favorite characters in the show being, in
Robo.
order, Robot, Monster Girl, and Immortal.
Yeah, I knew
I wish
that.
we got more of Immortal.
Oh, we
I
will.
mean, we
He's
will.
alive.
I mean, he's still
Oh
alive,
yeah.
so.
I mean,
Um,
obviously he can't die.
I mean, my
We
favorite.
can't die for very
I love Robot and Monster Girl, but my favorite scene in the whole show is Immortal's revival. It's just,
Yeah.
that's so
it's
cool.
literally 5 seconds long, and it's like my favorite fucking thing in the whole show. It's like, he's pounding on his chest, and like, he fucking opens his eyes, and it's like he's a caveman, fucking touching whatever
Yeah.
whatever that orb was.
Yeah.
Then he's in Victorian era. Then he's Lincoln. Then he's a Golden Age superhero. Then he's normal superhero. Then he gets killed by Omni. He wakes up, he's like, "Where's Omni-Man?"
Well, see,
Yeah, that
unlike
shit was wild.
Logan, I watched the show when it first came out, and I didn't spoil anything for myself.
Yeah, I knew nothing coming.
So I was like, "Oh, I'm really I like Darkwing, and I like Muck." So other than that, like side characters are cool to me, but then I don't have like a favorite out of them aside from that. And then they killed Darkwing. I was like, okay, that's like at least the whole team died. It's not just him, whatever.
Yeah.
Because it's
Resident
like at that
Evil
point,
first.
it's like he's gonna have to die regardless because it's advancing the plot, showing what we need to know, etc. In the comics, Darkwing does die, and then a second Darkwing comes about, like kind of like this Rick Robin. I don't think they're gonna
Oh,
do
that's
that
cool.
in this show, just because of it's his TV show, so they specific plot points. But in the comics, there is more than one, which is kind of cool.
I would like to know more
Yeah.
about Darkwing.
It's
but
like
I doubt we ever will.
for me, it's always the main character. I always prefer the main character generally. I think that's why I don't like. That's why Dragon Ball is very weird to me because like Goku's just Goku's not meant to be the most liked character. He's meant to
No.
look really cool and be cool, but he's not like
He's not.
he's
Don't
just
care.
he's smiley dumbass who wants to fight everybody.
Exactly.
That's why to me Dragon Ball is like it's not. I can't call it bad because it's not bad and it's very fucking popular. So it's clearly just like by fucking from this fact alone, it's not shit because that many people in the fucking world are obsessed with it and still talk about it and
Millions,
still
yeah, it's
have.
wild.
And they grew up on it, and so it's like a part of their shit regardless. Whether they watch it now or not, it's still nostalgia, and nostalgia is always gonna be a fucking factor in sales and anything else. Which is smart. Like I would love to have if JoJo had nostalgia shit like now it would be sick. Or obviously it still does in some people in Japan, because it's an old ass manga, but it's like it's still just like a manga. So like the manga, you have to take the manga readers a percent of who actually read JoJo back then, and then cut that down to whatever's at the here now. So it's like I'm saying JoJo because that's my favorite anime. So I'm just trying to compare
Yeah.
and shit. But it's like I've noticed I like a lot of newer animes. I think it's so
It's
clean.
clean.
It's so fucking clean. It just looks so nice, like Demon Slayer. Wonderful. It looks fantastic. It's a Kaizen,
Yeah.
all that shit. And I like My Hero a lot because it's superhero characters. I will always love superhero characters, no matter what. If you add superheroes into an anime, I'm probably gonna watch it. I might not like it, but I mean, so far it's only My Hero, and I like it. So
Yeah.
like Devilman, I don't like it. I thought I liked it at the time, and then I thought about it, and I was like, I could not rewatch this if I was paid to. And I just don't care about the character. I can't remember the character's name. I don't know the nigga's name. Like,
Damn,
I'm the person
get
who
fucking
is
destroyed.
obsessed with the main character generally. If I love the main character, I generally like the show. Jotaro, I fucking love Jotaro, and he's in so many fucking parts. That's why I love JoJo so much because there's so much fucking Jotaro. Obviously, I love I love all of the parts that I've watched because they're good. I even like part
Good story,
5.
yeah.
It's a good story, and no matter what, there's likable characters, and JoJo has fantastic side characters. Sometimes they're too powerful and they get killed or written off, which whatever. I disagree with.
Yeah, I'm glad you
I
started fixing that.
I understand it, but I disagree with it. I don't like. I like powerful characters. I like One Punch Man. So I don't like characters getting killed off just because they're too fucking powerful. Write the story. It's like Dragon Ball does. They're powerful as fuck. Like they either lose and die
yeah.
and come back, or they beat the nigga's ass. Like
Yeah.
I don't mind. I don't mind if JoJo is. It's a shonen, so I don't. Well, past just a certain point, it's a shonen. Now it's like, what is it?
I don't know what it.
I don't know the name, but it's like 7 and 8, or it's different, I think, or maybe just 8. Either way, it's not Shonen Jump. Um, but it's cool. I like shit like that. Yeah, so like Mark's a great character. Like early on, the first 2 episodes was like, he was kind of weak. Obviously he was still getting his powers, learning his powers, learning to be a hero. They're introducing team, so Mark can't do every fucking thing because they need their time to shine. Which I just the whole show was done really well. Like the whole show
good.
is
It's so
yeah.
good.
It's the plot. Like obviously, I think it's really hard for plot not to be obvious in anything.
It makes me hate the people I hated for thinking themselves better for liking Invincible slightly less than I used to hate them. Because I used to know a million people
Yeah, no,
that would
I knew
have an
them too,
Invincible profile picture
and they were
and a little
assholes.
Invincible name, and they're like, well, I'm an evolved person. I know
It's like
much more about good characters
what is
than
on
you do."
Twitter now. The Spider-Man profile pictures. It's the same
Oh
people.
God.
Yeah, that's what it was.
They
Because before it had
they
showing,
talk
it was
all
like
this
they thought
shit.
they were something real special.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
I like something that's not Marvel or DC, and it's like, nigga, it's still
Exactly.
Image. It's still popular as fuck.
It's Image
Get the
Comics.
fuck
I
out
don't
of
want to
here.
hear it. Exactly.
And Mark Grayson, they have the fucking Justice League. Like, it's still fucking based off DC, nigga. Like, fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yes, I used to hate those bastards.
I'm gonna read the comic because the show is so goddamn good. It's comics because there's a new timeline. There's
I'm
a
not sure I'd
reset.
like the comics as much as I like the show.
Oh, I don't think I will at this point. It's like manga. I like manga. I don't have a lot of time to read it because it's like I hate reading online, so I just don't as much.
Yeah.
But it's like I like the anime more because it's like there's the music, there's the cool ass animation. Like I'm really worried about reading Demon Slayer.
Yeah,
'Cause it's
the
like,
auras don't move in the Dragon Ball manga, so it's like, man, I mean, I'm waiting for the fucking
Yeah.
Kaioken aura to go sicko mode.
and you can't hear Cell like talk his shit. Like you're reading it in your head, in his, like you're reading it in your head in his voice, but
yeah.
still.
It's not the same as.
Yeah, and it's like
I
Demon
think it's
Slayer
time
manga.
we should continue.
Like not getting the flow of the water and the fire and the sick ass electricity with the lighting, like like
It wouldn't
it's
be
still
the
a
same.
really good story, like a fantastic story, and the art's phenomenal. But God damn it, I want color, I want animation, I want sound, I want music, I want the uplifting and the dramatic and the fucking heavy ass beats and shit.
Exactly.
And like Jujutsu Kaisen, I couldn't even imagine some of those fights from manga to like those. It's so fucking wild in the anime. It's crazy. Like a lot of 360
I was
shots
still
and shit.
disappointed by that. You hyped it up so much, and it wasn't like mind blowing.
Oh, I mean, you also went off the Broly movie, and you were
I'm used to fucking like $1 million animation. Yes,
Yeah.
that's true, but like I mean, it was very good, especially as the show went on. You could tell which fights got the budget.
I thought
That's what it was.
I just thought Mappa did a really good job. Like obviously not every, and it's a lot. I just love the show in general.
Basically, if Gojo was in the fight, they spent $3 trillion on animating.
Oh, yeah,
No
'cause
matter how long it was, as long as Gojo was moving, that's where it was good because
Yeah.
he was just dodging, blocking attack, blocking. So
He's
smooth.
literally
and
Ultra
then when,
Instinct.
and then when his
Like-
abilities activate, he's Ultra Instinct. It's fucking like he can't. His ability is that he can't be hit, but he doesn't even get to use his ability because he dodges enough that he still can't.
well,
be hit.
he can be hit. It's just because like he said, the infinity like slows you down. So someone could still theoretically hit him. It's just they need to be really.
But you know what I
fucking
mean?
powerful.
Like,
yeah.
not a single person has hit him in the show yet because he
Oh,
has
yeah,
a
no.
fucking infinite shield around him constantly. Like his,
I mean,
his like
they
his
literally said
girlfriend
they-
lady threw a cup at him and it just bounced off his shield. Like it's always there.
They literally said they need to imprison him, like trap him like they did Sukuna, to fucking like to be able to stand a chance. Like as long as he's alive, like there's no real danger in the anime,
Exactly.
which sucks because like I haven't spoiled it for myself.
That's what I hate too. It's like there's never actually a problem.
I haven't spoiled it for myself, but it's like he's gonna get in prison or killed. Which
he has to.
I'm pissed about because like I love Gojo. He's a fucking god. Luckily, I love the main character as well, but it's like I love this motherfucker. He's fucking hilarious. The penis thing, hilarious. One of the best fucking things.
That
I've
was
ever
one of the
seen.
best jokes I've ever seen in anime. It was fucking
Yeah.
hilarious. That's that's a real life joke I would play.
Yeah, exactly. And I love the build up and the fucking days that went by and shit.
Days go by, like,
Signs,
oh my
fucking-
god, fucking, I need to talk to you. I finally get to talk. And he hands him a note that's his penis.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Oh my god, I was laughing
also,
so fucking hard.
So we're 35 minutes in. We'll probably talk about this tier list. Just so
I
we
never
can
even
get.
got to talk about anything I wanted to. That's right.
Oh, we'll keep it on. We got time.
Nah, I don't care. Let's go to
I mean, we have 25 minutes. I'm just not 25. I'm stupid.
My favorite character is
No, we have
Robot
25, yeah.
because he's the best character ever fucking written. No one even fucking comes close, and he looks like Android 17. So that's a whole other thing.
He's literally Arabian 17.
Arabian
who
17.
might have bomb powers. And he has an
Monster
Iron Man
Girl
suit.
is also a fucking excellent character. It's just full of good characters. It's wild. I fucking love Robot's motivation, and
Yeah.
it's the only character in the show that could be not sus getting with Monster Girl.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to take an older person in a younger body and another older person in a younger body. Otherwise, it
is
just
wild,
wouldn't fucking
yeah.
work. And a fucking Monster Girl having to get younger every time she uses her powers is a fucking excellent caveat to her powers.
Yeah, a very shitty ability, but still very fucking nice. Like she's not just hulking out. whenever
Robot
the fuck
is
she
just
wants.
Iron Man now, so that he's
Yeah, he really had an
Arabian
Iron Man
17 with Iron Man. I mean, come again? All
You
he
know how to
needs
design
is
that
big
one
titties
for-
and to be named Gyro, and it's perfect.
Yeah.
Literally, the only way he could have been more designed for Ferris if he was in My Hero and with Gyro.
Oh my god!
Like
don't
that's it.
Fucking
That's all. That's all I would have had to
attempt to
take. Like,
fucking.
he literally has an Iron Man
You
suit.
make Ferris
It's wild.
excited.
He has an Iron Man suit. Isn't that
He
fucking
really
crazy?
does. It is really cool.
It's wild. But yes. Anyway,
I just want to know if
let's
he has
move on to the
powers.
tier list.
You have anything else you want to say?
No,
We got like
I'm
25
good.
minutes.
I'm all out of. I mean, I have, but I don't really care that much to go on. Nothing important. So let's move on.
All right. I want to see Black Panther's powers. I just really want to see them. I don't know what he does. I don't want to spoil the show for myself because I really love the
It
show.
might just be a basic ass.
It might. I mean, it might be, but it's also he was on
Super
the
strong
fucking
and fast.
Guardians, and you saw the weird ass light that was coming off of him.
As he got his powers back, yeah.
Yeah, which I feel like wouldn't be like.
I also love that character. Another thing, I like that characters take damage in that show. You go
Oh
into
my
a superhero
God.
fight,
Yeah.
you're out for 3 weeks. Like, it's not like
Yeah.
like the most
When they fought
comics
those
where, like, they get
Thundercats?
beaten to the fuck. Yeah, like I mean.
Or
Monster
these
Girl
Thundercats?
got beat to shit, so she was in a coma for 2 weeks. Like, that's how it works. You don't just get to get up after taking hits like that. Like, Mark got his intestines torn out. Like, you don't get up. You don't
Yeah.
just,
They
like,
all almost
you don't
got
get, you
clapped.
don't get sent to fucking super healing area, and then you
Yeah.
get healed right back onto your feet in one day. Every other comic series does that. No matter how badly the character's
Which
beaten,
they need
they're always
someone who
able
can
to
do
get up
that.
and keep going.
They're way too inhibited by that shit. Like they need someone who can heal people. I like that it's like that, but it's like in terms of like functionality, they need healers. Like they don't have any like Superman level characters on the Guardians anymore. In terms of strength. And there's obviously Mark's gonna
Another
join,
thing, you were
most
saying
likely.
how Omni-Man is not that powerful compared to other comic characters. I think he is. I mean, he just flew off into space, crossing several galaxies,
yeah.
holding his breath.
That is true. But it's also
He
like
left the solar system in seconds.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's all he has though is flight and strength and then the age thing.
Yes, but he also has no weaknesses.
Aside from strength, which is just the Superman's weakness of like he needs someone on his level or near
Well,
his
that's
level.
not a weakness. That's getting beat the fuck out of by someone as
I
strong
mean,
as you.
I mean, it's called a
That's
weakness.
like
with
saying
Superman.
my weakness is bullets because they can kill me.
I mean,
Well,
they
no, it's not a
call it
weakness.
a weakness with Superman. Like Superman has kryptonite magic, and then just you have to match his strength to even hurt him.
But they can call it whatever they want. It's not a fucking weakness. That's like saying every superhero's weakness is someone as strong as them. Well, no, that's just
Well, I mean,
common sense.
Yeah, but it's like when you compare it to someone that
Or
level of
Batman's
power, I understand.
weakness is getting his back broken.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
when you
Like,
compare it
no,
to someone,
they'll obviously beat him.
when you compare it to someone who's like seen as invincible, not the character, but like seen as virtually
As powerful
invincible, like
Superman, yes.
I see how that is brought up as
Classified as that, yeah, I get it,
weakness.
but
because like Superman
get
can,
why, but it's
Superman's
still
been
just bullshit.
nuked. He's been literally nuked. Like I feel like
Yeah.
you
And
have
then
to
shrugged it
classify
off
that as a
for the most
weakness
part.
at that point when it takes full on like insane planet destructing raw strength or magic, or some form of magic or kryptonite. Obviously, magic is the weakest out of all of them in comparison because magic isn't like it's not like it's gonna magic's not like kryptonite to him. It's not gonna kill
I
him.
always hated. That's another thing. I always hated that magic was considered a weakness of Superman's because it's not like a kryptonite thing where if I use even the weakest electrical magical bolt, it'll be like, oh, Superman. No, it's like if I use a little magical thunderbolt, it'll hurt Superman as much as a real thunderbolt would. Like the reason magic is considered a weakness is because he has no special resistance to being sent off into another dimension or. Like having his brain magically shut down, like that's what his weakness is. Not like magical strength. If I use magic to make myself as strong as Wonder Woman, he's still gonna kick my ass because I didn't use enough magic to make myself as strong as I could have. Like
exactly, and he still has way too many other powers. Like he could freeze you. He could flash freeze you in a fucking less than a second.
He
could burn your eyes out. He could burn a hole through your spine.
He can laser parts of your brain by using your eyes as lenses for his heat vision.
Yeah.
Well,
he can burn
at that point,
specifically your hippocampus to stop you from moving but not kill you.
Is it that accurate in the comics? Because usually it's like
yes.
Okay.
He used a guy's eyes as a lens. And burned away his fucking like part of his brainstem, so he couldn't use his legs.
That's cool. The fuck. I'm used to like him having like it's being heat vision, not like laser. So it's just like melting and fucking tearing, ripping through fucking everything.
Yeah, the one my favorite one is that he burned away a magic user's part of the brain that caused them to use their magic, so they couldn't use their magic anymore.
That's like Young Justice Martian, Miss Martian, fucking like
Miss Martian, like fucking
raining people, like fucking. Eradicating their fucking brains, interrogating them and shit. Like that shit was evil.
It's so fucked up. It's so fucked up.
It was evil. Like and Superboy was still like, bitch, fuck you. Like he loved her and still was like, fuck you, get the fuck away from me. I don't want to be with you anymore.
I know. That's my favorite thing. It's like a realistic, like you can't do that. Like
and
he was
and
like,
then she did it to Cal Dud, and it was like. She's like, oh fuck, I hate myself. I'm never using my powers
exactly.
Again. Like,
I was so glad that like there was finally consequence for what she was doing.
I was glad, but I was like, oh, then at that point I was like, oh, quit being a fucking pussy. Like. You learn your lesson. Don't say you're never using your fucking powers again. Like, don't be dumb.
Yeah, I mean, everyone always does that. I hate that.
I know, it's just annoying. I hate when characters do that. It's like, learn your lesson, but don't be like, oh, I'm a fucking monster. I can't use my powers anymore. I'm too afraid. I'm gonna fuck up or something. It's like, fuck off. You learn learn your lesson.
By not using your powers.
Don't like learn the lesson and learn extra wrong shit with that lesson. Like, you're just like. Ruining the lesson.
An idiot at that point.
Yeah.
It's being, that's the problem with being emotional characters and shit. It's like, it's act stupid for no reason. All right, tier list.
Let's put Superman on there since we're already...
So Pete asked me this question because he wasn't on the podcast and he said he had questions for us. It's a very obvious answer. These are very obvious answers, like Superman, Sentry. And we're going to leave out reality.
Because he asked about broken characters. And that's just... I know with the broken characters.
We're going to leave out reality.
The one above all. One Punch Man. Like, it's just... You can't...
Yeah.
Like,
we're going to leave out...
reality warpers, like Scarlet
for comics,
Witch
we're leaving them
Dr.
out.
Fate, just you can't leave them out.
Mr. Fantastic's son...
Just, I'll make a new universe real quick. Like, it's not
or like Mr. Fantastic's son... Just collapse.
Exactly, yeah. Franklin, he's just...
Yeah, Franklin
Richards
he's broken. He's ridiculous. Like... Just manga load. So we're gonna leave out for comics. We're leaving out reality. I don't know enough about reality manipulation in anime aside from like Giorno.
They're also busted.
Yeah, obviously they are. I don't know the characters, so it's like I want to say we'll leave that out as well, but it's like not leaves out Giorno technically.
Yeah.
Which he's fairly in terms of like raw fighting, he's broken. But then obviously Ferris was telling me like reality manipulation doesn't matter. Like remove his stand. Like remove his
as long as you're omnipotent, you
or don't even try to kill him.
Everything. Just don't. You don't even care.
Don't even harm him.
He can't touch you.
I'm pretty sure you could just imprison him and Raccoon can't do anything.
You could just send him to a different universe, put him in a pocket dimension, erase his existence that he never existed at all. Not even you would know he existed because you erased him so thoroughly.
Yeah. But yeah, for comics, Superman, I'm assuming Sentry. I don't know. I know Sentry's broken. I don't read Marvel enough to know how broken he is.
So where would you put Superman on the tier list? I'm thinking A tier because he's the limit
honest-
before you get to really because like Darkseid is where I'd put S
Yeah,
tier.
no. If you're leaving out gods, I would say he's S tier. If you're adding gods, then,
Let's
then he's A tier.
leave out actual gods.
Let's think
Superman
about
in
let's think
S.
about gods because Darkseid is omnipotent.
He's also You're only fighting at his physical body.
Yeah,
and he can make as many as he wants. So.
Yeah, so Darkseid's like.
Let's just
I
do the
don't
league
think
real
he
quick. What about Wonder Woman?
Wonder Woman, I feel like so Aquaman and Wonder Woman are pretty close to each other. Like they're both
I
stand
think
up
they're both
Superman.
A tiers.
I think they're both
definitely
A tier. Aquaman's
Because
really
they both
fucking
have special
powerful.
resistances.
To be honest,
But yeah, they're just not that level of power.
and it depends on if Wonder Woman can fly in that continuity or not.
And Aquaman can't fly. That's a big thing that holds him back in my
In
opinion.
Wonder Woman, it depends if she can fly or not. Sometimes she can, sometimes she can't.
Yeah, sometimes she. Yeah,
Invisible Jet
it all
shit was
depends
just
on who's
stupid.
writing her.
I would put the Flash at S tier.
I think the Flash is S tier, yes, because
Definitely.
going through time, being a faster than light.
And even without going through
insane.
time,
He can throw lightning bolts.
punching
He can do
faster
any.
than
Yeah.
light is just busted. That's
He can
so
punch
fucking
you.
strong.
He can punch you more times in a second than fucking Star Platinum can.
Exactly. He's the Aurora King. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
all right. So if we're thinking in terms of power,
If-
what
I'm
does
combining
Batman
everything.
get access to? All right, okay. In combining everything, I'm putting Batman in A tier because he has access to so much shit. But
I'm putting-
the more powerful
I was
you
gonna
get,
make a joke and
I'm
say
gonna
S
say-
tier, just because obviously the Bat fan and me.
I
is
think
gonna
no.
be very
Yeah.
biased.
I think Batman is S tier because Batman has
I
too
just think
much shit.
The things he needs
Batman
to
does have
finally get to the power levels either have drawbacks or are so rare he doesn't have a lot of access to the things he needs.
But
to
the-
really
but that's the
Justice
thing.
Buster
compete
doesn't
with-
have. If I'm being honest,
Well, the Justice Buster did lose.
The Justice
He-
Buster did lose eventually. Yes, it got worn out to
Eventually.
the point where Superman was able to
Finally,
able to rip him
But
out.
take him
it
out
still
of it,
it still
yeah.
stopped the Flash. It still stopped
it
most
beat the
of
Flash.
It stopped most of the
Flash,
league.
Wonder Woman, Aquaman.
I still think
and Cyborg.
I think overall, Cyborg, Flash, and Batman are S tier.
I don't think Cyborg is.
Cyborg is
Because
I would say
Cyborg's
Cyborg
only
is
S
A.
tier. Exactly, because Cyborg's only S tier with access to technology. What if I dropped Cyborg into a blank void with him and another S tier? That's what I'm going off of.
he still has
yeah.
still has his own tech.
He has lots
does
of
have
tech,
his own tech.
But
Superman will
he-
tear him apart.
Superman can tear him apart, but like anyone that's not just seen pretty much not nearly invincible, Cyborg can rip them apart. Because like Cyborg can
Can Cyborg
recreate.
live without his face? Do any of his
He makes
biological parts
him
matter?
yes. He makes
They
it-
do
he
matter.
makes yeah he keeps himself alive and he makes the mask to.
Then
to-
that is
he
what
makes
I
the
think
mask
keeps
in
him out of S
space.
tier.
When he's in space, he makes a mask and shit.
Because if he didn't need those, I'm gonna put Batman in S tier. By the way, I'm just gonna say that.
What puts Cyborg in S tier for me is he can recreate any technology. He can absorb any piece of technology into him and recreate it immediately. And he has
That's true, and that's a
and
very
he has
busted
he has
ability. But I
mother
think
boxes
having a
in
physical
him.
brain
He can
that
boom
be
tube
damaged
wherever
is
he
just
wants.
too fucking
He
weak.
does. I keep forgetting
That is
he has,
understandable,
like, physical boom tubes.
but he can
inside
protect
him.
his. But the thing is, he's
Or
so
boom
powerful.
tubes,
He can protect his
mother boxes.
organs without any fucking hesitation. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
he
but
can make
if
fucking
what would make him
metal
S tier for
armor
me
over
is
his
if he
fucking
could upload
skin.
himself into something and not die.
Well, that's his
what
grid,
would make
though.
him S tier.
That's what grid is, and that's
That's
the
what grid is,
problem.
and that's why it's and
Grid
Ultron,
kicked the
things like that.
grid
Okay,
kicked the
so
human
I
part out
say
of
A
him.
tier, high A tier. Tim says
I still
S
think
tier.
S
Logan
tier.
breaks a tie.
Because if you don't put him in if you don't like putting if you take most of these characters and put them in a pocket dimension full of nothing, and they would be not S tier. Flash,
Yes, that's
put him in a
true,
pocket dimension
that's
of
true.
nothing, he can't fly. He's fucked.
Well, he can run on air though. He ran through space.
He can, but
Yeah.
He can run
you
the
know,
Speed
it,
Force.
I don't know. It's just like
I know what you mean.
if you put Batman,
Okay,
if you
Logan will
just
break
take
the tie, 'cause
Batman from his
it
shit
is all
and
opinion
put him in the
based.
void, like
Yeah, it
Batman
is
wouldn't
all
be S
opinion.
tier. If you just
Logan,
take
what do you
Batman
think?
by
A or S?
himself and put him somewhere. But on Earth, Cyborg is almost unstoppable, and that's like Superman fight.
Yeah. If you, it all depends on like the situation.
Well, let's just assume they're on Earth. Let's just assume they're on normal Earth.
I mean, because
If on
Cyborg is
Earth, I
DC's
agree with
Iron
Tim
Man.
that
Like
he-
Okay,
DC's
we'll put
Cyborg
Cyborg
is
in
like
S tier then.
superior Iron Man up in, for DC. Like,
Yes, that
he
is
can,
what he lives.
He
Yeah.
can
literally-
recreate and absorb
you've-
anything.
you've
He can see
convinced me,
through
'cause
everything. He can hack anything.
I forgot that he can absorb anything. That's what makes him powerful. He
Oh,
can-
there's
he
a
can take
sick
in
comic
tech.
where he just absorbed a fucking he just absorbed this big ass fucking array of weapons and just raped somebody, like just destroyed them.
Who's left? We're missing somebody. Green Lantern.
Green
S tier.
Lantern, Martian Manhunter,
Lanterns
depends on
probably
like how
S,
big
right?
this
Lanterns are S
this
tiers.
the roster we're
Because
talking about.
Lanterns are
Let's
S
do the
tiers
big ones.
in general. Kyle Rayner S tier. White Lantern.
Well, he's a fucking
Definitely.
god, yeah.
He can become a White Lantern.
I'm
Hal
gonna make an
Jordan
S
made of
plus tier
willpower.
for not quite gods, but White Lantern is an S plus in my
Yeah.
opinion because he's just so unstoppable.
Hal Jordan literally made of willpower for a while.
Yeah, that's fucking
Insane.
strong. He made his own ring.
He could. He can. He.
Yeah.
I don't think Hal Jordan. Like,
I'm
he's
gonna
not
put
really. Hal
Manhunter
Jordan.
in B tier. Is that controversial?
Yes.
I would say B.
I
He's
think
just
he's
got
S
too
tier.
many weaknesses. S
Fire's
tier?
Fire's his only weakness. I don't think he's an A. I don't think he's an S. Well,
I
he's
cannot
got-
see. He's not that powerful, is he?
he's got no. He can. He almost killed one of them. His only thing is fire.
I'll put him in A
His
tier.
only weakness is fire. But he also can get into your mind and shut you down without
But
any
so
issue
many characters have
whatsoever.
trained resistance against that. Like so many.
So many, but it's still like Manhunter's stronger than a lot of fucking people
I'm gonna
mentally.
put him in A tier.
I think he's in A
S
tier.
tier because I
he's
can't justify putting
I think
both
he's
Wonder
border-
Woman and Aquaman in A tier, but not Martian Manhunter because I see them as the three are among the same.
I think he's in A tier. He's borderline S tier because it's like because he can
I'll
go
put him at
toe
the
to toe
top
with
of A tier.
Superman. He just can't deal with fire. But
top of A tier.
depending on the continuity, it's a mental weakness, not a physical weakness to fire.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I prefer
Any
the mental
other?
weakness.
Okay, so let's go
Mental
with
weakness
some
better.
of our other favorite DC characters.
I
I'm
like
gonna put
Cyborg a
Constantine
lot.
in B tier.
Yeah, I agree with
Because-
that.
He is very powerful, but when it comes to magic, there's only so much Batmaning you can do before you're outclassed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else?
Tim Drake.
Tim Drake. I'm gonna put him in an A tier. He's not quite Batman to me, but I'm gonna put him above Manhunter in A tier because he's like, if Batman died, he would be the next Batman.
Yeah, he's the only one. To me, Tim Drake is the only
Actually,
one who
I'm
can
gonna
be
put him at
Batman.
the bottom of S tier.
I think he's an S tier because he's he's aside from Batman, he's the best detective on Earth. If you,
I
I
agree
think
with that. I'll put him at the
Chimps
bottom
up
of S
there.
What about Nightwing?
And he's also had so much training. His fighting is
tier?
impeccable.
Nightwing's
Nightwing,
A,
I think,
definitely
is low A.
Low A makes sense to me.
I don't, because like Nightwing, it's like Nightwing.
Barbara Gordon, I'm gonna put in high B.
Yeah, Barbara's a B.
Yeah.
Batgirl.
Damian as Robin is like a, I say he's a B, because he has league training.
put-
Like
yeah.
don't forget that he still has league training. He can kill you with ease.
Yeah.
Like,
But a lot of people can kill you. What about Deathstroke?
fuck, that's hard.
Yeah.
I think he's low S. He's got.
Really? I
'cause-
mean, he got his shit rocked by Superman, even with lots of prep and
That
a
is true.
suit specially designed to fight him.
Yeah.
But you can't kill him though. That's the problem.
He's very tough.
He's serious. He's
And he has a
serious
regen
Deadpool.
factor.
Like his regen factor is disgusting. Like if you can best him with
Are
raw,
we thinking low S tier or high A tier?
I think-
Yes.
I think that's a continuity thing. To be honest,
Take the average continuity. Because I think high A, I just can't justify putting him in S tier.
I think he's a high
Because
A,
he's never
yeah.
really been
He's a
able to
high A.
like break that. Like, yeah, I'll put him in high A.
because
Deathstroke.
it's because he's a villain. So he's an anti-hero villain. So it's like he can't. They don't let him win as much as he really
Yeah,
could
as
and
he
should.
could.
Because he should be winning a lot more. Because he's broken. He's a very broken character. Like
I'm gonna put Zatanna in S tier. Below
Yeah.
Flash. Above Flash. She can just say anything. Is that a reality warping?
can she?
I don't know
I
if I've
think-
ever seen.
She can
her.
say a lot.
I don't know enough about her, so
As long as she says it backwards.
I'm
it
gonna go.
happens.
I'm gonna go off your word because I don't know enough.
I'm
about
gonna
her.
say she's a reality warper and not put her in there.
All right.
Swamp Thing. S tier or A tier?
That's
He controls all of nature.
he's S tier. There's too
Rocked
much nature. There's
Aquaman's
too much.
shit.
There's too much. Like he's
I'm
too
gonna
powerful.
put him
with
below Batman, above the Lanterns.
that. Yeah. No, not above Lanterns. Lanterns are ridiculous. Like Lanterns
He
are
has
still.
Rock Sinestro shit though. Swamp Thing has.
That's true, but he could not go. I don't think he
I'll
could
put
go
him below
toe
the Lanterns.
I don't
There's
think he
a lot
could.
of Lanterns.
I don't think he could beat Kyle or Hal. Like
So how about above Cyborg?
like real
because
fight,
it's more
not
nature
like
than
fucking
tech.
around. Yeah, I could see that. I still think Aquaman's better than Swamp Thing overall.
Oh well, that really adjusts our tier list because Aquaman's an A tier and
I
Swamp
know.
Thing's an
Well,
S
see,
tier.
that's why
I mean, Swamp Thing did beat Aquaman. Like he beat him
That's
to the
true.
fucking ground. He had manatees fucking.
I
come
hate
after
I
him
hate
to
when
eat
they
something.
I hate plot points with shit like that because like certain characters just have to win because of the plot, and it's like,
because it's their thing. Yeah. It was
yeah,
something.
which sucks because it's like, sometimes this character wouldn't win, but whatever.
Okay, what about Omni-Man? Are we putting him in S tier or A tier?
I'm gonna put him in A tier. He doesn't have enough powers. He's very
him in the top
fucking
A
powerful.
tier
He's
so far.
he's top A tier.
He's
'Cause
very
like,
powerful.
He's ridiculously powerful, and his aging thing, he'll live
I'm
longer
going
than.
to put current
I think he'll live longer than anybody.
Mark in the top of B tier. He's just so inexperienced.
He's still inexperienced.
Yeah, I agree.
Like Mark to me is like Dick Grayson.
And I'm putting Adam Eve in the middle of A tier.
Yeah, because her powers are really broken.
Is she technically reality warping?
Kind of, but she's rearranging atoms that are already
yeah, she's rearranging
there.
atoms, so it's not. Yeah.
Okay.
It is, but it isn't.
I think
It's
she
like
could have
almost.
bought. I'm gonna be honest. I think she could have held her own against Omni-Man.
I think so too, because Omni-Man is made of atoms.
Yeah.
She's just
She
the
could
only
have
thing
fucked
holding
him
her
up.
back is that she doesn't like to kill people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she could have fucked his ass up.
I think
She
she's
could've
like
fucked shit.
she's A tier because
Yeah, I'm putting her in the middle
she's
of A tier,
very
below
broken,
Manhunter, but
I
above
agree with
Wonder
that.
Woman.
she's not experienced. She's not experienced enough, and she doesn't care enough to do a lot of shit. She wants to help people more than actually fight people.
Yeah.
Let's rank the Earth of that world, like Invincible Earth, because the humans have a lot.
They do have a lot.
Yeah.
I don't think they're on DC level though in terms of people powers.
What about Lex Luthor?
I wouldn't.
Lex Luthor. Oh fuck. I think he's an S tier villain.
He's S tier, but where? Superman is the current top of S tier we have.
I don't know if he's like S tier. in
He's smarter than
strength.
Superman.
The top
not on
three
strength.
I have
I mean,
in S tier are
his-
Superman
But
first, Batman second, and the Flash.
his
third.
suit doesn't fully compare to Superman, but in
Nah,
terms
I
of
wouldn't even say it's
intelligence
close.
and cunning,
Intelligence
ridiculous.
is what it's
Like,
yeah.
He is.
He's
Should I put him
he's on par
above
with
Batman,
he's on par
below
with
Superman?
I think under Batman because he's on par with Batman. I think Batman's
Above
still. I
Flash,
think
Oh, no,
Batman's.
he's not. He's not on par with Batman. He's far. His intellect
Is he
is
better
far
than
superior.
Superior.
Is he?
Yeah, as far as I was aware, he was like
no,
far superior.
He has a higher IQ.
Yeah,
than-
yeah.
He has the highest IQ.
And in
like,
terms
as
of
a
Yeah,
human.
no.
all
So I was
beings in
thinking
the
of the.
universe,
I was
doesn't he
thinking
have
of
like
the.
a ninth level
I was
intellect?
thinking detective scale,
In a
not
way,
intelligence scale.
In detective scale.
I'm
yeah,
gonna put him. I'm
definitely.
gonna put him above Batman and
What
below
about
Superman in
Batman?
terms of best.
I feel like Batman still wins out over him in general because of detective skills and combat, but intelligence
Yeah,
he still
and
beats Batman. So.
Lex's hatred often blinds him to simple.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Very
It's the villain
simple
problem.
things.
Also, we have
What
we
about-
have less than
what's
3
your
minutes on the
fucking-
podcast.
Do we have to have exactly a fucking hour? Because this is the only.
I can't.
podcast
It won't.
I've
It
ever
won't.
actually
It won't.
enjoyed.
We can. We'll carry on. I'll stream it. I can't upload more than an hour. That's the only
Alright.
problem.
Ah.
And then if we go for 2 hours, I can just upload.
Closing.
I
That's,
can
so
upload.
basically, we've ranked DC. That's cool. I'm glad we did that.
Yeah.
Podcast. End of podcast part 1. Tomorrow, podcast part 2 will be up on my channel as well. So subscribe.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do it.